Join me as I pack for my longest backpacking trip yet with my almost 3-year-old daughter, Charlie. The hike we're going on is about 28 miles round trip and about 3,500 feet in gain. We will be doing this hike in 3 nights, so we can take as long as we need to get where we're going and enjoy our time on the trail. My mom is also going to be joining us on this hike, which should be nice because we can split some of our load. We will be sharing some of our items like our tent, Jetboil, and we'll help carry each other's food. All right, so let's get into it. First up is my backpack. I've been debating which backpack to use for the last few months. Normally I've been carrying Charlie in the Osprey Pogo Plus, but she's in that transition phase where she's hiking more and needing less support. So on my last 2 backpacking trips, we've used my 70-liter Deuter along with the Trail Magic for her when she needs breaks. I found some pros and cons with using the Trail Magic. I do find the Osprey Pogo Plus a lot more comfortable, but the storage in the Osprey Pogo Plus is a lot less than the Deuter, and I can fit everything I need into this bag. Charlie loves this, which is one of the reasons I'm bringing it. She could probably stay in this the whole time if she wanted to. I'm hoping she can hike more though, so I don't have to carry her weight. We are hiking in bear country, and more often than not, hikers are seeing bears where we're going. And so I like the idea of having all of my stuff contained in my backpack versus my Osprey Pogo Plus, where I have to have things hanging off of my backpack. I can fit my bear vault inside of here along with everything we need. So that is one of the things that's kind of pushing me to use this. Plus it'll encourage Charlie to hike a little bit more without me carrying her. So this is our backpack and carrier setup. Okay, so next up is our clothing for the trip. The forecast is looking pretty warm right now. I'll keep my eye on the weather and decide if we're going to change anything right before, but as of now, I plan on wearing these Marina Ridge bike shorts, Marina Ridge sun hoodie, Marina Ridge underwear, a smart wool bra, my Skeeta hat, my sweat rag, Darn Tough socks, and my Hoka hiking shoes. And then for Charlie, she will be wearing this REI Sahara sun hoodie, these Wee Woolies merino wool pants, smart wool socks, and these little hiking boots. So let's talk about the clothes that I'll be packing in our backpack. I have extra underwear, 1 extra pair of Darn Tough socks. So these will be my camp socks, and then I'll let my hiking socks dry at nighttime so I can put those back on during the day. And then I have a second Marina Ridge sun hoodie. This will be my camp shirt, and I'll sleep in it while my hiking shirt dries, and then I'll wear my blue one during the day. These are my go-to Cotopaxi leggings. I don't know how hot it's going to be, but it sounds nice to potentially cover up. If it's too hot, then I'll just keep my shorts on, but I do have leggings if I need them. I have my Sam Bob's fleece, which I love this, so cozy. And then just in case I can't seem to leave my puffer at home, I'm going to bring my puffer. Lastly, I have my beanie, which most of the time I like to sleep in a beanie. Might leave this at home if there isn't room, but right now I plan on taking it. One more thing is my camp shoes. These are my Tevas. These are nice because I can wear socks with them, or I can go barefoot. They also go in the water, lightweight and easy to pack. Okay, so next up is what I'll be packing for my daughter. For her, I'll also be bringing extra underwear. I have these REI socks. These are a thicker merino wool, so I'll probably have her wear these at nighttime just to keep her warm. I'm also going to pack her an extra pair of her smart wool hiking socks just in case she loses one. For her, I am packing a few extra pieces of clothing just in case she's in an accident and we have enough clothing for her. I'm packing an extra pair of Wee Woolies base layers. This is Wee Woolies little merino wool hoodie, which I figure she could use this one in her sun hoodie depending on the temperature. This is really lightweight and thin, and it also has the zipper on it in case she gets hot. So I figured this can be her backup sun hoodie if she needs it, or it can just be an extra layer around camp. And then she also has the top to her purple Wee Woolly pants just in case she needs it. I'm also bringing her REI fleece and her puffer jacket. She also has a beanie for at nighttime. And then lastly, these are her camp shoes, which are just some Cat and Jack sandals from Target, but they're lightweight and they're easy for her to slip on. So that covers all of our clothing for our trip, so let's move on to our sleep system. For our tent, we're bringing the REI Half Dome SL3 Plus. This is the tent we've had for 3 years now. We've used it on many occasions. It is slightly heavy, which is the only downfall. It is massive, which I love. Okay, massive compared to most backpacking tents, but it fits my mom, Charlie, and I plenty in here, and we have extra space to even fit our backpacks if we want it. My mom and I are getting together later on this week so we can finish packing all of our bags together. So one of us will be carrying the tent, and then one of us will be carrying the bear vault. And then for our sleeping pad, this is a Big Agnes double sleeping pad. I love this thing. I've gotten to use this twice now with Charlie, and it has made our sleep so much more comfortable. Super excited to sleep on this again. And then Charlie has the REI Kid Zephyr down sleeping bag. And then I'll be sleeping in this down Yeti bag. For pillows, we have a Ceta Summit pillow and then a Nemo Pillow Elite. So that covers it for our sleep system for this trip. So next we'll talk about everybody's favorite subject, which is what we're packing for bathroom needs. So Charlie's mostly potty trained at this point, but I do have diapers for nighttime. I am going to pack a couple pull-ups just in case, and then I also have baby wipes, and I have extra Ziploc bags in here to put the dirty diapers in. I'm bringing a Kula cloth for myself, and then I have a Kula cloth for Charlie. I know there's a lot of ways that people can go poop in the woods. My preferred way is to dig a cat hole, and then I have doggy bags in here and baby wipes, and then I just carry my trash out. Just a reminder to double check where you're hiking and backpacking at. Some places have different rules for going to the bathroom. Some places you have to carry out your poop. I've already checked for where we're going, and cat holes are allowed where we are going. So that is what we will be doing for poop. Okay, so next up, we're just going to go over some miscellaneous items. So one of those being my first aid and emergency kit. In here I have all your basic first aid needs. I have ibuprofen for me. I have kids ibuprofen in here and kids Benadryl for Charlie. I also have Band-Aids. Anything you might need first aid wise is in here. For our hygiene kits, I have really narrowed this down. I used to carry a lot more, but I found I just don't use it and I kind of just embrace being stinky. So in here I have my toothbrush, Charlie's toothbrush, toothpaste, a couple makeup wipes, a little comb for my hair, and yeah, that's it. On the morning of, I'll grab my night guard and throw it in here. But that's the extent of our hygiene kit. Clean teeth and brushed hair, and that'll do it. I have my bug spray out. I have not decided if I'm going to use it or not. We'll see what the trip reports are looking like as we get a couple days closer. So this is a maybe. I have my power bank. This charges my Apple Watch, and then it also has chargers on it. So I can charge my phone if I need it, and then also charge this, which is our sound machine. Charlie sleeps with the sound machine at home, and I've also found that I sleep a lot better in the backcountry with the sound machine. Kind of disguises all the noises outside, which I prefer to so I can sleep better. I'm bringing my illuminated lamp for light. This is also solar, so it can charge during the day on my backpack. And then, of course, I'm bringing my Garmin InReach. And we are in bear country. I always carry bear spray no matter what, but this is especially important for this trip. I'm kind of hoping we see a bear. I'm kind of hoping we don't, but I'm prepared to see a bear. So we'll see. I'm also going to pack my Gooder sunglasses. This is my air pump for our air mattress because this is a double sleeping pad. I don't like to manually fill it up. I prefer to use a pump. I don't know if it's worth the wait or not, but it's what I prefer to use. And then lastly, our permits. So I have our America the Beautiful Pass. So this is for parking our car. And then I have our 3 permits for each night that we're camping. I'm also going to bring these sit pads. These are super handy for just hanging out at camp, sitting down anywhere. Now that I started using one, I don't not like having one. So bringing these guys, one for me, one for Charlie. Okay, so let's talk about the water situation on this trip. So thankfully we are hiking along a river for this trip, so I don't have to carry too much weight in water and we can filter often. So for my water, I'm going to bring my water bladder. So I'll probably only keep about 1 liter of water in this at a time just for weight wise, but it does hold 3 liters. And then Charlie will have her little Nalgene water bottle. And then I'm going to carry my Mazama water bottle for myself. And I'll be bringing my Sawyer water filter that I can use in tandem with this. So lastly is the food situation. So all 3 of us will be sharing this jet boil for anything that requires any hot water. And then I have our big bear vaults, which I'm kind of nervous. I don't know how all of our food is going to fit in here quite yet. I'm still in the process of getting all of our meals organized and I need to run to the store. So I'll show you that in just a minute. So I'm going to be making our breakfast and then one of our lunches to take with us. For breakfast, I'm going to make oatmeal, and then for one of our lunches, I'm going to make a spicy peanut butter ramen. I'm going to do 1/3 cup of oats, this many pecans, and then I'm going to add some salt. I'm going to put a little bit of brown sugar in here. So when it's time to eat this, I'll just add water to my liking. I kind of just fill it up until it just covers the oats and let it sit for a couple minutes and it's good to go. Okay, so next we're gonna make our ramen. So I'm gonna take a chicken flavored top ramen, stick it in the Mylar bag with the chicken flavoring, and then I'll stick the peanut butter packet in here, and then some sriracha. This was in my pantry. It was just a leftover extra sriracha packet from Starbucks, but I've also just squeezed sriracha into a plastic bag and stuck it in here. And then lastly, peanuts, which I'm currently out of, so I'm going to pick the peanuts out of this trail mix. All right, that's it. I just got back from the grocery store. It is officially day 3 of packing for this trip, but now I should have everything I need, and I just finished packing all of our food. I think packing the food is by far the hardest part of packing for a backpacking trip, especially with a toddler who likes a variety of snacks. So let's do a quick run through of everything that I'm going to be bringing for days 1, 2, 3, and 4 of this trip. For dishes that we'll be using every day, I have Charlie's bottle, my mug, a spork, and my bag for rehydrating food. For lunch, we'll be having tuna and naan bread, which I'll pack the morning of so it's fresh. For dinner, we'll be sharing spicy ramen. For snacks, we'll have a fresh apple on the first day, Canyon Crack, a Built Bar, Cheez-Its, seaweed sandwiches, beef jerky, peanut butter balls, fruit snacks, energy chews for me, cookies, Element, and Tic Tacs for motivation on the trail. And then I've packed enough formula for Charlie to have bottles all 4 days. Breakfast is apple oatmeal, coffee. Lunch is tuna and crackers again. Snacks, Cheez-Its, seaweed sandwiches, fruit snacks, protein bars, Canyon Crack, turkey jerky, Element. Dinner, we're sharing Pinnacle Foods roasted chicken and white cheddar biscuit dumplings. And for a treat, we'll be having peach cobbler, apple oatmeal, coffee, tuna and crackers again, cheese, seaweed sandwiches, turkey jerky, fruit snacks, protein bars, energy chews, Joyride candy, Element, and for dinner, Alpine Air's wild mushroom fettuccine Alfredo. For breakfast, I have honey stingers, coffee, fruit snacks, protein bar, and an Element. So that wraps up everything my daughter and I are bringing on our first 3-night, 4-day backpacking trip. Honestly, I find packing for backpacking the hardest part about the trip. So once this part's done, then you just get to enjoy the trip. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned to see how our trip goes, and we'll see you in the next one.